Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. This is Chandani from Pon Vidyashram School. Welcome back to the session. This session is the continuation of sorting materials into groups. In the previous session, we have learnt about some properties of materials like lustrous or non-lustrous, roughness or smoothness, hardness or softness, float or sink. In this session, we will discuss about properties of materials like solubility and transparency. Let us get into the lesson. Classification of materials on the basis of their solubility in water. Water dissolves a large number of substances, but it cannot dissolve all the materials. Thus, some materials are soluble or mix completely in water, whereas other materials are insoluble or do not mix completely in water. So, all the materials can be classified into two groups on the basis of their solubility. Materials which are soluble in water and materials which are insoluble in water. The substances which dissolve in water are called soluble substances. This property is called solubility. Example: common salt, sugar and glucose. The substances which do not dissolve or mix completely in water are called insoluble substances. For example, chalk powder and sand. Let us understand the solubility of solid substances in water by doing an activity. To perform this activity, we need sugar, salt, chalk powder, sand, sawdust, water and 5 beakers. Take 5 beakers and label the beakers as A, B, C, D and E. Now, fill each beaker about 2/3 with water. Add a spoonful of sugar to the beaker A and salt to the beaker B. Similarly, add small amount of chalk powder, sand and sawdust to the beakers C, D and E respectively. Now, mix the content of each of them with a spoon. Wait for a few minutes. Observe what happens to the substances added to the water. You can see that sugar and salt dissolves completely in water. Therefore, sugar and salt are soluble substances. The other substances like chalk powder, sand and sawdust does not mix with water. Hence, chalk powder, sand and sawdust are insoluble substances. Solubility of liquids in water. Most of the liquids are soluble in water. However, some liquids such as edible oil, kerosene and petrol do not dissolve in water. The liquids which get mixed with water completely are called miscible liquids. The liquids which do not get mixed with water and form a separate layer on keeping for some time are called immiscible liquids. Let us perform an activity to know more about this. Take 2 beakers and fill it off with water. In one of these, add few drops of red ink and in the other, add a few drops of mustard oil and gently shake these 2 beakers. Allow it to stand for a few minutes and observe. We will see that red ink has completely mixed with water to form a single layer. We say that red ink has dissolved in water or that red ink is soluble in water. We can also say that the liquid is miscible with water. So, in this case, we can say that red ink is miscible with water. Some more liquid materials which are soluble in water or miscible with water are milk, lemon juice, vinegar, alcohol and glycerin. In the another beaker, we will see that water and oil form separate layers. Water being heavier forms the lower layer in the beaker, whereas mustard oil being lighter forms the upper layer in the beaker. This shows that mustard oil does not mix up with water. We say that mustard oil is insoluble in water or mustard oil is immiscible with water. We know that oil and water do not mix with each other. But do you know? Those liquids which do not mix with each other can, however, mix among themselves. For example, groundnut oil can mix with coconut oil to form a single layer. Similarly, kerosene can mix with petrol to form a single layer. Let us answer some questions now. Classify the following materials on the basis of their solubility or insolubility in water. Milk, washing soda, copper sulfate, chalk powder, common salt, sugar, sand, wax, alcohol, glass, plastic, kerosene and coconut oil. We can classify all these materials into two groups on the basis of their solubility in water as follows. The materials which are soluble in water are milk, washing soda, copper sulfate, common salt, sugar and alcohol. The materials which are insoluble in water are chalk powder, sand, wax, glass, plastic, kerosene and coconut oil. Classification of materials on the basis of transparency, translucency and opaqueness. Materials through which we can see clearly are called transparent materials and this property is called transparency. Transparent materials allow all light to pass through it. Materials through which objects can be seen but not clearly are called translucent materials and this property is called translucency. Translucent materials allow only some light to pass through it. Materials through which we cannot see are called opaque materials and this property of a substance is called opacity. Opaque materials allow no light to pass through it. We can see clearly through transparent materials. For example, if we look at a burning candle through a sheet of clear glass, we can see the candle and its flame clearly. This is because the transparent glass sheet allows all the light coming from the candle and its flames to pass through it and reach our eyes. Our spectacle glasses are also transparent. The glass tumbler in our kitchen is also a transparent object. The test tubes, beakers and measuring cylinders in the science laboratory are all transparent objects. The shopkeeper usually keeps the sweets, biscuits and chocolates etc. in transparent container made of glass or plastic so that consumers can see these items easily. If we look at a swimming pool filled with clean water, we can see its bottom clearly through water. This shows that water is a transparent material. We all are surrounded by air around us. Since we can see the things around us through air, so air is also a transparent material. Those materials which we cannot see clearly are called translucent materials. For example, we cannot see clearly through the ground glass window of our bathroom. So, ground glass is a translucent material. Translucent means semi-transparent. The translucent materials allow only a small amount of light to pass through them due to the objects behind them cannot be seen clearly. Some of the examples of translucent materials are ground glass, butter paper, oiled paper, tissue paper, muddy water and clouds. The materials through which we cannot see at all are called opaque materials. For example, we cannot see through a sheet of cardboard, so cardboard is an opaque material. The opaque material do not allow any light to pass through them, due to which the objects kept behind them cannot be seen at all. Some of the examples of opaque materials are cardboard, brick, book, wood and metals. We cannot see anything through an opaque material. For example, if we look at a burning candle through a piece of cardboard held in front of our eyes, we can't see anything at all. This is because cardboard does not allow the light of candle flame to pass through it and reach our eyes. So we can say that cardboard is an opaque material. We can't tell what is kept in a wooden box, a cardboard carton or a metal container, because all these objects are made of opaque material. We can also not see behind a wall because it is made of opaque material called bricks. If we keep anything in a glass container, we can see through it clearly. If we keep anything in a metal container, we can't see what is inside. So, glass is a transparent material and metal is an opaque material. We can make a translucent material ourselves as follows. Take a sheet of paper and look through it at a lighted bulb. We will not be able to see the lighted bulb through this sheet of paper. Now, put 5 to 6 drops of coconut oil at its center. Spread and rub the oil on the paper with your fingers. This gives an oiled paper. Let us now look at the lighted bulb through that part of paper on which oil has been rubbed. We will find that more light of the lighted bulb can see through the oiled paper, which is a translucent material. Let us now find out whether the palm of our hand is transparent, translucent or opaque. This can be done as follows. Take a torch and cover its glass with the palm of your hand in a dark room. Switch on the light of the torch and observe the other side of the palm. We can see some faint red light through our palm. Since the palm allows some light to pass through it, so it is a translucent material. We know that translucent materials allow only some light to pass through it. From the above discussion, you have learned that materials can be grouped on the basis of properties such as luster, hardness, solubility, transparency, texture, etc. Let me summarize the lesson precisely. There are large variety of things around us. Objects are made from one or more kinds of materials. Different materials have different properties. Materials are grouped together on the basis of similarities and differences in their properties. Objects are grouped together for convenience and to make our study easy, simple and systematic. The process of sorting or grouping objects according to some similarities and dissimilarities is called classification. Materials can be grouped on the properties such as luster, hardness, solubility in water, transparency, etc. Materials which allow light to pass through them are called transparent. Materials which allow some light to pass through them are called translucent, and materials which do not allow light to pass through them are called opaque. The liquids which mixes with water are called miscible liquids. The liquids which do not mix with water are called immiscible liquids. I appreciate your attention towards this session. Thank you.